Jake Moody to kick off.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Liking 18. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Krosky Merritt. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Daniels looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Cougar
19.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Commanders 6. Seahawks nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Now Darnold.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Six nothing our score after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play action, Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Faking the give, Darnold.
Open man is Barner, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
The Seahawks.
They're going to throw for the two with Darnold. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the two-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, right?
To the air goes Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
4 yards. That's another Washington Commander.
Now Daniels. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Five yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready, set! Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Darnold.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker. 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jacob Martin.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
This 2nd and 4.
Go! 19.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And some room to roam now. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. It's over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels
Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand-new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He completes this to Walker. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And they are going for it. Darnold over the middle. That's hauled in by Cobb. Through the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. Darnold from the gun. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Here's Darnold. Open man right side is Cobb, complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal. At the 1-yard line.
Walker looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. He tried to break that plane, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A.J. Barner from a yard out. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Ready.
Daniel's going to try to sneak. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. And a Washington
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounced back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
18. Mustang 19. Ready.
He's back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Back to throw. Caught by the tight end Ernst. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's 1st and goal.
That's good.
Wrap roll 80.
First down.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Jake Rudy to kick off.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Darnold. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And now they're going to get the timeout.
A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it. One second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. The clock showing just one tick. This for the win. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
This makes the score Commanders 28, Seahawks 22. Jake Moody to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
To the air again, Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.